So thank you guys for joining us for Oak Nights. I am super excited to have my friend Jessica from Discovering Wilderness joining us this month. We're going to be talking all about trailside meals. So one of the other great benefits with getting freezer bag cooking as a way to go about is we've talked about buying in bulk. That also means that you have less waste that you're taking into the backcountry with you. So instead of having a wrapper from every granola bar you unwrap, and instead of having a wrapper from every meal that you open, because once you've opened these, now you've got the top that's probably completely separated. It's an easy little piece to lose. If you're bringing a Subway sandwich, now you've got that wax-lined paper with you. With freezer bag cooking, everything's contained within a bag, because I know you guys need the visual example. Everything's in your bag. You have no extra trash. It eliminates that potential that you're going to be losing your little bits of micro trash or micro litter. And then when you're done, you've got a couple of options. If you're doing a multi-day trip, you can reuse a freezer bag multiple times. They're really durable. They hold up really well. The weak point on a freezer bag, I'll say from experience, is the point above the zipper. That seam tends to be where they come apart. But if you're careful of that, and even if it rips just a little bit above the zipper, you can still reuse that for multiple meals. Just wash it out when you're done. Really easy to do. I recommend, this is from my personal kitchen here, cut off piece of a blue scrubby sponge. Just be careful, don't use the scrubby side too vigorously on your bag. You can rip a hole in it. And you don't need to take this big of a container, but this is my full container of Camp Suds. Super powerful little soap. A little drop goes a long ways. You can clean your bag out completely with it. Of course, you want to dispose of your what's called gray water responsibly by either burying it or scattering it far from water sources, putting in that environmental disclaimer always. But you can use a bag easily over half a dozen times. I know that I've gotten them right about, I think 6 to 8 is probably about the lifespan I've gotten out of them meal-wise. And then once they're done, they can become a trash bag, which is now another piece of trash you actually don't need to have. If it becomes your trash bag, you don't need that trash bag as a separate piece of plastic. So it's just another way that it can contribute to having less of an impact overall.
Yeah, I like to use mine for bathroom trash. I'll just tuck the bag somewhere in a pocket that I can get to when I have to go use the restroom out in nature, because I don't want to leave any toilet paper behind. And then I was going to point out, both of us brought different options for bags other than just a disposable freezer bag, because people in the community talk about how it is also a version of waste, right? So these are a couple different silicone bags, and I got these originally because they stand up, but I'll pass it around. It's pretty heavy, and a lot of backpackers are very weight sensitive, so you can see the difference just holding these two. This is a different brand, but it's also a different style, so it doesn't stand up. And I have yet to use these to actually cook a meal in. I recently got them, so I'll try them in the future, but I wanted to share those as options.
I've used the one with the slider lock on it myself, and one of the main things I don't like about using the silicone bags is that it's hard to get the oils off of it.
I've used them for snacks, just taking them to work, and I feel the same way. Crumbs don't come off of it very easily.
It's good to know. Yeah, I haven't tried silicone yet for meals. I've used them for snacks, and I've noticed the crumbs are a pain to get out, but I really have just mostly used them for trail mix. So.
Oh, the other one feels better though. It doesn't feel like it's gonna collect stuff as much.
The Rezip, the thinner ones?
Rezip.
Yeah. And the stand-up element of it is not really that important, but I wanted to try it because when you have bigger meals that you're cooking in there, with the cozy system, you might be worried about it tipping over. But really, I just do this anytime I'm out. I just prop it up against something, like a tree, or just once I'm done with my stove, if it's cool enough, I may just lean up against that or against my water bottle.